Hey guys, Ronnie here from Cold Blood Creations with my daughter Ashley. And are you filming?
Yeah, I'm filming.
Oh my god, I can't believe I can't even remember your name. Alright, good. Hey guys, Ronnie and Anna here from Cold Blood Creations, and in this video we're going to show you some of our baby snakes and lizards as they are hatching this breeding season.
Egg hatching is kind of like Christmas. You never know what you're going to get.
Yep, that's true. We got a few surprises we're going to show you in this video. Some things that were actually surprises to us. So you guys check it out as we show you what kind of babies we're hatching this season. So one of the things that we do right about the time that our eggs are going to hatch is that we separate them. Now, if the eggs were laid and they stuck together like this group here where the entire clutch is stuck together, we just leave them as they are. But if our eggs were not stuck together at laying time, we separate them into individual containers such as this right here. Now we've done that with a great number of eggs, and the reason why we do this is so that, let's say you've got 10 eggs in the same incubating container. One of the baby snakes crawls out of the egg, and as it's crawling around, it'll sometimes roll the eggs upside down. That'll drown any babies that are in those eggs. When they're flipped upside down, they'll drown in the egg fluid. So for that reason, we take them and we separate them each into their individual cups. We place those cups into our baby raising containers, and that ensures that none of our eggs drown, none of our baby snakes drown inside the egg.
So one of my personal projects that I really like are the bearded dragons, and I'm going to show you a few that actually just hatched. So here's one of them. He's not completely out of the egg, but you can see his head just popped out a few minutes ago. And one way that you actually know when your eggs are about to hatch is when they start to sink in a little bit. Then you know any day now your dragon could hatch. Now we also have another one right here that just came completely out of the egg right here. They're really, really tiny when they're first born. So we're going to get a cup of water and we're going to soak them because they have a lot of dirt on them when they first hatched. So
we're going to clean them up, and then we'll move these new baby dragons over to our baby rearing tubs. So we incubate our eggs in vermiculite, so we want to soak our dragons just to get the vermiculite off. And we'll let them sit there and just let a little bit of the vermiculite drain off. And you see how now the colors are starting to come through once you get them cleaned off. Pretty little baby dragons, very tiny, about the size of my pinky finger. So we're going to take the little baby here. Now raising baby dragons is, well, come here, run away.
kind of like raising a real baby.
Yep.
He's like initiating escape plan.
A real baby. Okay, so now we're going to put all the little babies in their cage. We got them all cleaned up. Now we're going to put them in. As you can see, we have just some regular like brown paper. You can use newspaper or paper towels. And we also have a tile in the back right underneath the light for basking. So I'm just going to put them in the cage very carefully because they are really tiny, so we need to be careful.
So one of our clutches of eggs that we're really excited about this year is right here. And there is the first egg, number 1, and number 2, and so forth on down, number 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Now, I'll tell you what we really like about these eggs. These are Desert Kings, and a couple of years ago, we produced just randomly a solid black Desert King baby with no pattern. In that clutch, we also produced an albino Desert King. Unknown to us, we were carrying some animals that had the albino trait as well as the patternless trait in the bloodline. However, last year we produced another of the patternless, but we were not able to produce an albino. So this year we are really excited about this clutch of 7 eggs because we want to know what these are going to produce. Now obviously you can see we've got them all lined up here because we are anxiously awaiting the news.
Right here we have a little Florida King baby who has just popped his head out of the egg. Cute little guy. Anyway, this is what it looks like when your snakes start to hatch. So I'm gonna put the lid on and not disturb him for a while. But anyway, we'll show you in a minute what these guys look like after they come out of the egg completely.
And he is continuing to come out of the egg. This is another Florida King that we'll let him come on out of the egg, get him cleaned up a little bit. And, well, actually, no, it looks like he is out of the egg completely. So let's just remove this egg here. Watch out, fella. So there we go.
Alright guys, so I thought it'd be pretty interesting to show you a couple different sizes of eggs. One of the questions that we get a lot is how big does a snake egg get? And honestly, it really depends on what snake you have. All snakes lay different sizes of eggs. So this right here is a Florida King snake egg, and these eggs are actually pretty small. As you can see, this is what it looks like up against a quarter right here. So these eggs don't get very big. And as you can see, there is actually a Florida King snake that is actually about to come out of this egg. But over here we have ball python eggs, and these actually get a lot bigger. Like, they get bigger than chicken eggs. So this is what they look like against a quarter. I mean, they're pretty big. And there's actually some ball pythons about to come out of these eggs too. So it really just depends on what kind of snake you have. All snakes lay different sizes of eggs, but I thought this would be pretty interesting to show you.
Hey, I hear your sister has some news in here in the incubator. What do you got going on?
Albino ball pythons hatching.
Oh my goodness.
Check them out.
Oh wow. Now, this, I have got to say, is a total surprise. You see one of the python eggs here is actually pipping, but this is what is a surprise. I'm just going to be totally honest with you. I have no idea what this is. Obviously, it is some type of albino. Wow. I don't even know what to say. Let's see. Now, I'm not one of these guys that starts ripping eggs open and exposing the babies. We don't do that here. That is just not something I'm going to start practicing. We let the eggs slit on their own. We let the babies come out on their time frame. But it's looking like we may have 2 of those. So guys, we're going to have to keep you in suspense. You're just going to have to keep watching this video to see what we've got here. Awesome. Hey, that was a good find. You excited?
Oh yeah. Oh, an albino ball. Oh my gosh, I had no idea. Oh, tear.
You're a ding dong. Oh, looks like we got something out of the egg this morning here. And wow, how about that? Look at the colors on that guy. That's really pretty. Hey there, welcome to the real world. So
Oh, he's sweet. He ain't feisty like the other ones were.
yeah, pretty neat. So let's see what else we may have. Looks like we got another king that split the egg. Oh, we got another one out here. Let's see now what this one looks like. He come out last night. He's a little darker. Still pretty though. Just a little bit darker than the other one. Oh, this one's going to be a little feisty. aren't you? He was rattling his tail. So, okay, well that's 2 we need to clean up and put away. Let's see what else we've got. Another bearded dragon egg, very, very much caved in. And another one. So by the end of the day, we should have another clutch of bearded dragons. And looks like we've got some more kings. Also here we have some milk snakes that are starting to cave in. So we'll show you guys what those look like as they emerge from the egg. So we're going to pull a box here and see if we actually have anything going on. And well, looks like last night we had a couple born, a couple hatched rather. Oh, look at here. A couple of anery Honduran and milk snakes. We call these Oreo snakes because the bands there look like Oreo cookies. And looks like we've got 2 out of the 4 eggs that are currently out. So yeah, these are, yeah, there's another one coming out right there. All right, great. So I'm glad to know we got a couple of these out already. So we'll wait on these other 2. Looks like this one's about ready to come out. This one obviously already has. That one has. So we're waiting on this egg and this egg. So okay, a good start of the day. So after my morning coffee here, we're fixing to separate these guys into their own enclosures. Now you'll notice here what we do. We have paper towels. Of course we have a small deli cup for a water bowl. We use paper towels when we first bring the snakes out of the incubating container. And the reason why we do this is sometimes the umbilical cord is not healed up, and this paper towel gives a nice sterile environment until that can close up. So there's one, and we'll get this little guy out. And there's another. Really pretty color on these guys. We do produce some very beautiful anery milks. So there you go. We got 2 more to come out, and we'll get them put away here in just a moment as soon as they come out of the egg. This is one of our baby snakes actually eating his very first meal ever. We like to make sure that all of our snakes are eating, and not only that, but that they are digesting. That way we can ensure that you're getting the healthiest snake that we can provide to you as far as our end is concerned. So this guy right here, he'll need to feed a couple more times before we'll put him up for sale, but looks like there are no problems with feeding. We do keep records of all the animals as we feed them. We write down every piece of information. Each snake is assigned a letter and a number, and we're able to keep records that way. That way we know, and when you, the customer, buys a snake from us, we can tell you when it's fed, how often it's fed, and so forth.
So one of the questions that we get a lot, and sometimes stories, are about rattlesnake eggs. Now, just like all your North American pit vipers, rattlesnakes do not lay eggs. They actually give live birth. And
live birth, my honey! I'll tell you something right now, Missy. Rattlesnakes do come from eggs. You know how I know? Cause I bought a pack of rattlesnake eggs down at the local flea market. I got them incubating in the incubator right now. But not only that, me and Mama was down in some land and we inherited in Ireland. We were digging up some dragon balls to make tea, to make Mama a lot prettier and stuff. We found some rattlesnake eggs, we incubated them, and we had 17 baby rattle coppers, moccasin head thingamajiggers.
Philbilly, this is my video here. Sip it.
That's Mr. Philbilly to you, Missy. So guys, we want to show you real quick. I know we're getting toward the end of this video. We want to show you some of the things that we produce. We got our baby bearded dragons. We've got these guys feeding, doing pretty well. So they're going to be available for sale pretty soon. Now, we don't like to sell them when they're really small like this. We like to get them a good start, get them up a little size on them, make them a little healthier, and before we sell them. But although we didn't produce some of the animals that we hoped to produce this year, we did produce a couple things that we were not expecting, such as, Aubrey, show them what we got here. Now this right here was something totally unexpected. We bred this female last year, did not produce anything like this. We do know that it's some type of albino, but because we don't specialize in ball pythons here at Cold Blood Creations, we're hoping maybe one of you guys that are viewing this can tell us what you think this is. I want to show you another one real quick here. And this one was also produced in the same clutch. Now, again, we know it's a form of albino. There is something else going on here. The pattern is not quite like what we are used to seeing in a normal albino ball. Maybe you guys could tell us what it is. Comment down below. Tell us what morph you think this may be. We would appreciate knowing. So guys, earlier in our video we told you we were hoping for another albino desert king or even a patternless. Well, this year the cards just did not fall in our favor. We didn't get our albino or our patternless desert king. But I want to show you something we did get. These guys just hatched out. Would you look at these? I mean, man, are those pretty or what? These are king snakes. These are Florida kings. And these guys are just incredible. Now this is the first year that we've produced these. And actually, no, I take that back. This is the second year that we have produced these little beauties. But man, just look at the color on these guys. And hey, you guys keep an eye out on our Facebook page, Cold Blood Creations. Also on the website, www.coldbloodcreations.net. All the animals that we've produced this year will be available either there or at a Repticon show near you. We appreciate once again you guys for supporting us here on YouTube as well as Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, and while you're at it, if you want to see more of our videos, you can click the red subscribe button down below.
That's what I always say.
Well, I mean, you didn't do it in this video, so I just...
But I say that every single video.
Well, not in this video. But...
Alright, well,
Anyways, bye!
We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks for watching. And this is the first one with its egg out of the head.
What is the egg out of the head? But something we did produce this year that we totally did not
Produced this year.
Because one time me and Mama was out on the branch and the thing and the whatchamajigger thing.